This is Kuala Lumpur, the capital of Malaysia, with some iconic landmarks, the Petronas Towers, the KL Tower, and now Merdeka 118 dot the skyline. The Axiata Arena is also known as a mecca of badminton. It is the host for the HSBC BWF Malaysia Open 2026. And we've got a youngster here in the national junior player, Teo Su Mei, carrying in the World Tour Finals trophy, which is right at the end of the season. This is the very first tournament of 2026. I'm sure one day she'll be hoping she lays a hand on that trophy in competition. Well, talking of competition, this is what's in store, what's happened so far on Court 2. Chen Yufei has beaten Ratchanok Incheon, the former world champion, and 7th seed 2-0. It was a much closer affair between Bekhana and Lee So-hee, the 6 seeds from Korea, beating Febriana Putri Kusuma and Melissa Trias Puspitasari of Indonesia. And Jan Sempang and Wei Yashin, the 2nd seeds, they had few problems against Presley Smith and Jenny Guy of the United States. This is what we have coming up here in session 2. There'll be 5 matches in this session. We're going to start with women's singles, 6th seed from Indonesia, Putri Kusuma Wardani. She was the World Championship bronze medalist this year. She plays the former Asian champion Wang Zhi, the 2nd seed from China. Yuki Fukushima and Mayu Matsumoto in the women's doubles. They're the 5th seeds from Japan. They've actually done really well since they were paired together at the Kumamoto Masters in 2024. They will be overwhelming favourites against Xu Yinhui and Lin Zhiyun of Chinese Taipei. Up next in men's singles, Kodai Naroka is always a tricky customer. The silver medalist at the World Championships in 2023 plays Jonathan Christie, the former All-England winner, the 4th seed from Indonesia. Men's doubles, Takuro Hoki and Yugo Kobayashi, they're former world champions in men's doubles. They'll play Ben Lane and Sean Vendy of England. Fajar Alfian and Mohammad Shohibul Fikri only got together in the second half of 2025. The 6 seeds from Indonesia have been very, very impressive. They'll have their work cut out, though, against the 3rd seeds from India, Satvik Sairaj, Ranki Reddy and Chirag Shetty. Lots to look forward to here on Court 2. Our attention's then to that very first match, women's singles. We already know the identity of 3 of the other semi-finalists. And the winner of our match between Wardani and Wang Zhi will play the former world champion, P.V. Sindhu.
Women's singles, Putri Kusuma Wardani, Indonesia versus Wang Zhi, China. Umpire, Afiq Daniel Zuraidi, Malaysia. Service judge, Muhammad Izzat Salman, Malaysia.
So there are our competitors making their way onto Court 2. Court 1 currently has men's singles going on. That head-to-head is going to be very imposing on Putri Kusuma Wardani. She's never beaten Wang Zhi in 6 meetings.
What do you choose?
Now that is pretty intimidating, you'd say. How is she going to cope today? This is going to be something quite special, you feel, to beat her opponent. So Putri Kusuma Wardani is 23, 170 centimeters tall, from Tangerang, which is basically where the Jakarta airport is located. She is 6th in the world, her highest ever ranking, helped of course by the fact that she finished 3rd at the World Championships in Paris last year. Got a recent Southeast Asian Games bronze medal. Those are results thus far. Wen Zhang took a game off her. She had very few problems against Mana Suizu. And on the HSBC BWF World Tour, she has 3 titles, and most recently Career Masters in 2024. Her opponent is older, 25-year-old Wang Zhi, who's also slightly taller at 171 centimeters tall. She is currently #2 in the world, her highest ever ranking, the Asian champion of 2022 and 2024 Youth Olympic silver medalist from 2018. 2 pretty straightforward victories against Kirsty Gilmore and Lin Xiangti of Scotland and Chinese Taipei, respectively. She's also a former Asia Junior champion in 2018, and on the HSBC BWF World Tour, she has 11 titles to her name. She was runner-up last year at this very tournament, losing to An Si-young quite comfortably. Afik Daniel is our umpire. Afik Daniel Zuraidi and Muhammad Izzat Salman, 2 Malaysians in charge of this one.
Ready to play.
It's a big ask here for Putri Kusuma Wardani, outranked, never beaten this opponent before, who was last year's finalist. And she got it within herself to pull one out the bag, as it were. Spring a surprise. It's going to be something pretty special today to be able to do that, I would say, but you just never know. Looking at the record here of Putri Kusuma Wardani at the Malaysia Open. She got to the quarterfinals last year. She's done the same this year, at least. So she's matched her previous best performance at this tournament.
On my right, Wang Zhi, China.
She was hit the semi-final before last year's final. That was in
Wardani, Indonesia.
2022.
Wang Zhi to serve. Level. Play.
Topple over for Wang Zhi.
No.
I just feel like Wardani has just grown in stature. That World Championship win really gave her such a massive boost. Really strong. Great shot there.
1-4.
Shot there from Wardani, and again testing her opponent. Some really good shots there, nice variation. Forcing her opponent to get down low a few times. Well placed. She reaps the rewards. One she needs to get back, or at the very least, if not finish off the point. Great opportunity there. scars on that one.
3, 2.
Shaped up for a smash and good stop drop. Really nice, delicate shots being played. Ooh, now, Wang Zhi is challenging that, I've got to say. It's the right position. It does look clearly out. Right to that corner. Intersection of those lines, but it does look out. It's an early one as well from her. It's not quite where I thought it landed, but it certainly is out.
4, 2. Play.
Just whips that right across the court.
3, 4.
Good start to this match. Some great stuff already been played. Oh, well played there, Wang Zhi, to get that. That was enough to settle to just tumble over the net cord. Really good stuff so far to watch. One of her own, Wardani. Also do that kind of thing.
5, 4.
Just really grown in stature. Wardani taking on the mantle at the moment of the flag bearer for women's singles for Indonesia.
6, 5.
So, Wardani moves a couple points clear. This has been a good little constructed game so far for her. Although she's gone about things quite impressively, actually. welcome, isn't it?
Service
Only maintains her lead.
8-6.
She got down low, but it didn't work in her favour. Wardani. So just looking at their head-to-head, where Wang Zhi has won all 6 encounters. The first 4 times they've met, well, 3 of them were in junior competition, all in 2018. All straight games wins for Wang Zhi. Then far more recently in 2024, a gap of 6 years at the Denmark Open semi-final. Wang Zhi, 3rd in the world at the time. Shot out there again, low, steepling smash from her. Yeah, Denmark Open semi-final, Wang Zhi won again in straight games. So that's 4 straight games wins in a row. But the last 2, both of them have been in 2025, in the opening round of the Asia Championships and at the Japan Open quarterfinals in July, were much, much closer, went the distance. And both times, well, the last 3 games that they've had, the last 3 matches they've had, the opening game has been won in extra points, which I thought was quite interesting. Them right now for something like that to happen here. That's how close things have been at the moment.
9-8. Thank you.
Just get over the net. It's pretty quick points, aren't they, so far? We've had, what, 10 minutes on the clock in the interval. It's been impressive from Wang Zhi at times.
9-10.
The last few days have been so drifty, and just been this closer one. Not proved particularly problematic at this stage. Just stretched a bit there, Wardani.
10-all.
She's had a bit of a catch up here. Wang Zhi. Only once she actually had the lead in this game so far. Might surprise a few. That was for a solitary point. Great cross-court shots. A couple of really good ones here from Wang Zhi. So Wang Zhi gets a 3-point run, has the slender 1-point lead here at the interval of the opening game against Putri Kusuma Wardani.
今天的进攻非常好啊，大胆打，放开打。
32 points that last rally. Last one we've had.
Call 2, 20 seconds. Call 2, 20 seconds. Good. Thank you. Love 10. Play.
Well, she actually had Wardani there in a... Sorry, Wardani had Wang Zhi in a bit of a vulnerable position. Couldn't quite execute the shot. She left-footed her. You can see from the way she sort of slipped. She was just leaning to her left. She played a cross-court. She would have got there had Wardani made the shot. Just telling you what Wardani is having a good spell at the moment. She's in very decent form. Prior to this tournament, of course, the last time she played was at the World Tour Finals. Yes, she was only out of the round robin and the maiden World Tour Finals. It's good, but that's worth a shout. Shot there. No surprises, but it has been challenged. It is out. Well, I was telling you, Wardani, apart from the World Tour Finals, she got to the semi-finals of the Southeast Asian Games where she got a bronze. A final at the team event, okay, she was, that's not just her. But prior to that, she got to the final of the Australian Open and the Hilo Open, so back-to-back finals. So in pretty decent nick at the moment. Since the World Champs, only 2 early exits, the French Open and the Denmark Open. 2 big events, for sure. She just seems to have gotten to
11-13.
a little bit of a groove. And talking of fantastic form at the moment, well, Wang Zhi is in even better form. She's starting to assert herself more now in this game. That's out. Apart from a third round exit in the World Champs in August, Wang Zhi has not failed to make
14,
a final and a quarter-final at the China Masters, I should add.
Putri Kusuma Wardani challenges call out.
Challenge from Wardani. She's made 10 finals. That was certainly in. So it's a good challenge from Wardani.
Service over. 12-14. Play.
10 finals in her last 12 tournaments. Wang Zhi.
Service over. 15-12.
Little puff of the cheeks there from Wang Zhi. Oh, just hitting the net cord.
Service over.
Was enough there to give Wardani the advantage. That certainly helped her. I think Wang Zhi was there otherwise.
Service ball call, too high.
Oh, the frustration there from Wardani.
16-13.
That's just a cheap giveaway at a crucial part of this game. You can't believe it. That's going to hurt a little bit. Lovely little flick of the wrist there on the backhand from Wang Zhi.
13.
That was 4 points clear. Just a little jab. This is the biggest lead she has had. She needed something to go her way there, Wardani, didn't she?
14-17.
Just trying to redirect that one, Wang Zhi.
15-17.
Reminder, though, I was telling you earlier that the last 3 matches have all gone to extra points, and in fact, in their 6 meetings, 4 of the 6 meetings they've had, the opening game has gone to extra points between the two. Still on course for that, perhaps. It's her turn to snuffle one at the net.
Service over. 18,
held up.
16.
Wang Zhi's favour. Looks a bit irritated with that.
Service over.
She's not making it easy for her opponent. Wardani
18.
hanging on there, just a point behind. Not generating what she wanted there. There's a big shout from Wang Zhi. Shot from Wardani. Again, that could have been going out. Ooh. Now, I thought she might challenge that.
20. Game point.
She had a very good view of it that it slid out perhaps. And it's setting up 3 game points here. Yeah, okay. It is quite clearly out.
Play.
So the first game then goes to Wang Zhi. It was pretty tight for much of that. In fact, it was only at 10-all that really Wang Zhi then surged ahead, took the lead at the interval by a slender point. Started tightening up towards the end. Wang Zhi, though, had a 3-point surge to win that first game, 21-17.
控反攻过程当中，自己主要注意什么呢？就是什么时候，哎，我突然抢网拿到进攻，就所有的球我是围绕我自己上到进攻来打，先防完防守反击什么的，都放开打就行
Tadi Michael sendiri lalu perubahan kecepatannya, manfaatin sabarnya, baru bola enak masuk perubahan kecepatan sih. Ya, nggak usah tipis nggak apa-apa. Terus dorong ke belakangnya, nggak usah tinggi. Nah, yang penting dalam. Baik, siap lagi. Dia juga nggak bisa matiin kamu. Gitu loh, ya. Yakin ya, sama berani. Yakin. Oke ya, ayo berjuang lagi ya.
Court 2, 20 seconds. Court 2, 20 seconds. Secondly, level, play.
So this would be the slightly trickier end.
1 low.
He was impressive just towards the end. I thought Wardani had some great stuff going on. So Wardani's record against top 3 players has been tough. She's played a top 3 player 15 times in her career. Only once has she ever beaten a top 3 player. That was Tai Tzu Ying back in 2024 in her home tournament as well. She was then number 3 in the world, Tai Tzu Ying. Wardani was 34th, so that's a great result. It was a tight game, it was a match she won as well. The third game was 24-22.
3-1.
Just 6 times of that 15 has she gone the distance 3 games. One long there.
4-1.
slow at the start for Wang Zhi. That's 9 straight defeats for Wardani against top 3 players ever since that win against Tai Tzu Ying. That's a beautiful shot.
3-5.
Sending it back. Without any pace on it. Just drops it short. It's going to go a bit long. What's going to happen on this end?
4-5.
Again, going to go long. Again, like she did in the first game, she went for a challenge. For all intents and purposes, looked like a lost cause. And, I think this one is as well. Yeah. Much so. It's an odd one to go with. It's twice now she's done that.
4. Play.
Easy finish for Wang Zhi. He apologises for that body shot.
6-5.
She did that very, very well done. That smash is what set it up, eliciting that shot from Wardani. Shots like that just gives you every hope of thinking, I can do this, I can beat this opponent for the first time.
Service over. 7-6.
It's out. Oh, she's challenging that. Could be out of challenges very quickly in the second game. That looked very clearly out. And so it proves. But just over a quarter of the way through the second game, and she's already out of challenges. But any kind of effect on the rest of this game. 82. Her career, when she wins the first game, she goes on to win about 78% of her matches. She favourite.
8-9.
And if we were to look at maybe the last 6 months to give us a better idea of the form that she's in, that goes up to a whopping 82%. 82% of her matches she wins after taking the very first game. Those are hard numbers for Wardani today, I'm afraid. Going to the interval here with Zhi, up by 3 and having taken the first game. She's in a pretty decent position at the moment.
Court 2, 20 seconds. Court 2, 20 seconds. Eleven, 8. Play.
So let's see now how this second part of game 2 goes, because Wardani's in with a shout still, a couple of points behind. Just a point behind that one. There's a bit of pressure on her. Just gets released a bit after that shot played.
12, 10.
She pops up with something like that, and it's just so impressive.
11, 12.
She can bounce back quickly. Now Wardani has moved level with Wang Zhi.
12, 4.
really putting it back into contention now. Wardani, when she loses the first game, she goes on to win 58% of her matches, but in the last 6 months, that drops to about 40-odd%. Might be the longest rally we've had in a while. Fantastic reception there from Wang Zhi. He hit the shuttle back. No weight on the shot. Longest rally there, you can see.
Lead.
Snaps it up quickly. Battling away now, each and every point. Yeah, she just struggled to recover on that one. Actually, now Wardani goes in front. And that is the first time that she has the lead here in this second. That's the very start of it. She is moving up. So a big moment here now. Can she build on this? Just out. Maintains the position.
15-14.
goes down the line. Just saw that little gap and took it. It's well out. Again, might have found herself a little exposed there.
60.
Or rather, Wang Zhi was in a slightly exposed position. She had to get that shot right. It's out. And suddenly Wang Zhi is back in control.
17.
2 points clear. Dragging it all across. Wardani did a good job there. Easy finish for Wang Zhi.
18-16.
Just gone a little long for Wardani. That long, it is. He wheels away in more frustration here, Wardani. She's up against it now. 2 is the lead. 2 is the lead. Could have gone out. So you went for it anyway. Is that good? That's worth a shout, isn't it? But no, she's not asking for a challenge, and there's 3 game points, 3 match points. I would have thought that is worth a shout. Have another look and see. Oh, well, I don't think at this stage you would go for it, but no, nothing. Saved. So Wang Zhi continues her recent fantastic form in Super 1000 tournaments dating back to June of 2024. So about a year and a half now. That's her 7th semi-final at least in a Super 1000 that she'll be in. She's gone on to win 2 of those 7, and being in 3 other finals, including last year's Malaysia Open. She'll be wanting to at least hit that mark again. Too good for Putri Kusuma Wardani, and she now has 7 wins against her. She throws a shuttle into the crowd there. Let's give some pictures as well. Fantastic. She's in fantastic form, and it's showing. She'll play PV Sindhu next in the semi-finals tomorrow. And she will be the favourite again. Wang Zhi, the 2nd seed from China, beats the 6th seed from Indonesia, Putri Kusuma Wardani, 21-17, 21-18. She's done it in 49 minutes. Enjoying the crowd's adulation there, why not? Kusuma Wardani to build on what she has achieved last year. Up next, we have women's doubles. Fukushima and Matsumoto of Japan, the 5th seeds, play Chinese Taipei's Xu and Lim. Well, the fans, I tell you what, they've really had such a great time here at the Malaysia Open. They always do. They put on such a fantastic show. The Bukit Jalil Sports Complex has a lot to offer here, especially at the Axiata Arena for the HSBC BWF Malaysia Open 2026. It's session 2. We're into our 2nd match here on court 2. And it's time for women's doubles. Yuki Fukushima and Mayu Matsumoto of Japan. They're the 5th seeds, and they'll play Xu Yanhui and Lin Ju-yun. Winner of this match will be playing Bekhana and Lee So-hee, the 6 seeds, beating Kusuma and Puspita Sari earlier today.